Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into chapters 11 and 12 of Nehemiah. Now, if you've ever read through these chapters, you might think they're just long lists of names. And you're not wrong, there are a lot of names. But there's so much more going on here if we look just a little closer. These aren't just lists. They're a celebration of community, commitment, and the rebuilding of a nation. So, the Wall of Jerusalem is finished. It's an incredible achievement, a testament to God's faithfulness and the people's hard work. But a city is more than just its walls. It's about the people who live inside them. And that's where chapter 11 kicks off. Jerusalem was still pretty empty. It was the capital, the heart of the nation, but it needed people to bring it back to life. So, the leaders of the people took the initiative and settled in Jerusalem. But they needed more. What they did next was really interesting. They cast lots to choose one out of every 10 people from the surrounding towns and villages to move into the city. Imagine that. Your name gets pulled and suddenly you're packing your bags and moving. It might seem a little random to us, but for them, casting lots was a way of seeking God's will in the decision. And here's the beautiful part. The people blessed all the men who willingly offered to live in Jerusalem. It wasn't an easy move. They were leaving their homes, their land, and the familiarity of their communities. Moving to Jerusalem was a sacrifice, a commitment to being at the center of the nation's spiritual life. These lists of names we see in chapter 11, the priests, the Levites, the gatekeepers, and the temple servants, they represent the families who stepped up. They are the founding families of the New Jerusalem, each with a specific role in bringing the city back to its full purpose. It's a powerful reminder that building a community requires everyone to play their part, big or small. Now, let's move on to chapter 12, which is one of my favorite parts of this story. After all the hard work, all the opposition, and all the sacrifice, it's time to celebrate. It's time for the dedication of the wall. And this wasn't just a quiet little ceremony. This was a full-blown citywide party. Nehemiah organizes 2 great choirs. Can you picture it? 2 massive groups of singers and musicians, one led by Ezra the scribe, and the other following Nehemiah himself. They climb up on top of the newly built wall, this symbol of their security and God's protection. One choir goes to the right and the other goes to the left. They walk along the top of the wall, their voices and instruments echoing across the city, until they meet at the temple. The sound must have been incredible. The Bible says the joy of Jerusalem was heard far away. This wasn't just happiness. This was deep, overflowing joy, rooted in gratitude for what God had done. They offered great sacrifices that day and rejoiced. The men, women, and even the children were celebrating together. This moment captures the heart of it all. The lists of names, the rebuilding, the repopulating of the city, it all led to this. A community restored, worshiping God together with one voice. These chapters show us that every single person matters in God's plan. The names in the lists weren't just statistics. They were individuals who made a choice to be part of something bigger than themselves. Their story reminds us that our own contributions, no matter how small they seem, are vital to building God's kingdom today. It's about showing up, being willing, and finding our place in the community. And when we work together, the result is a joy that can be heard from far away. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope this look at Nehemiah 11 and 12 has encouraged you. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.